Hey everybody, it's Monday, I guess. Whatever time, 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm going down to the pharmacy. I woke up, well, I didn't wake up. I started yesterday having tooth pain over here. And then I got an infection, I think. My neck's swollen. You can't tell because I'm fat, but I can feel it down here. It's swollen. No pain now because I just took my pain meds, but I called my family doctor, and she called in a prescription of antibiotics. So I'm going to go down and pick those up. And I'll turn you around and we'll jibber jabber. So here we go. Pulling out of the driveway. Boy, the clouds are dark down that way. They're not calling for rain, but sure does look like it down that way. I don't think so, though. I don't think we'll get any rain. I hope not, because we're saturated up here. The water still hasn't gone down from Friday and Saturday. But anyway, I gotta go up and pick this prescription up. Penicillin something or other. I have to go see my doctor my family doctor on the 21st. I have an appointment, so I'm going to see if she can set me up with a dentist appointment. This tooth thing, it's all my fault. I haven't been to a dentist in 40 years probably, because I never had any trouble. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But now it needs fixed. So I'm going to have to see if she can make me an appointment for a dentist. I expect that to be a long wait. Getting in to see a dentist. Especially since I haven't ever been there before. At least for a long time. I hardly ever had trouble with my teeth. But they're pretty bad. My son has a lot of trouble too. It's kind of I don't know. Anyway, my mom called 3 times today. She thinks she's in the hospital. I tried to convince her she's not. So I think the last time I talked to her about an hour ago. I said, Mom, I called your room. How could you be in the hospital? And then we talked, and I think I convinced her that she's not in the hospital, but the reason she thought she was, I guess, was, well, I don't really know why she thought that. And then I just got a call. She told me on the phone, don't come up, because there's COVID there. So she don't want me to visit until they get that straightened out, which I will, but, I told her, okay, just to make sure she's doesn't get in a panic. And then about an hour ago, I got a recorded message from the nursing home that they're experiencing a rash of COVID-19. Should I even say that? I don't know. Well, I already did, so. They have a rash of the Wuhan wiggle. So they said they don't recommend visiting, and if you do visit, you have to wear a mask. So here we go with that crap again. Anyway, my mother doesn't have it yet, but she said her friend that she hangs out with does have it. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Not such a good thing for older people like that. So I hope my mom doesn't get it. Wednesday, I have to go to the place where I get my pain meds for my, to renew where they, give me the urine test. Pain management, I call it, but that's not what it is. I guess I don't know what you call it. Pain pill where you get pills, but you don't get them. I'm confused. Anyway, Wednesday I gotta go down there, Phillipsburg, and then next week my regular checkup with my family doctor, blood tests and all that. And it's a pain in the rear now, since they took the office out of the valley down here. You go to Ridgeway for the doctor's appointment, and then you gotta wait till the next day for a blood test. Now you have to go to the hospital in Du Bois to get a blood test. Whereas when they had the office down here, you used to be able to get blood down here, and that's only like 4 miles from my house. But they took our office out, our doctor's office. 7,000 people live down here in the valley. Our hospital didn't think we were worth having a local office. They'd rather use the money for, buying a grand piano to put in the main room of the hospital, the entrance of the hospital. But anyway. We tried to protest for a long time about them taking our office out, our doctor's office. We put signs in the yard and so on, but nothing ever happened. They took over everything. Penn Highlands took over all the hospitals and got rid of our office. There ain't much we can do about it. Okay, I'm here at the pharmacy, so maybe I'll turn you on when I get out. Well, that was easy. Got my prescription. Antibiotics, some kind of penicillin. So I hope that works. It probably will. $5 for the, I don't know, I think there's 40 pills there. $5, thanks. Thank God again that I got that Medicare Advantage plan. That saved me a ton of money on prescriptions. So now we're gonna head to the post office up in Penfield. Sorry I haven't got there to pick up my packages yet. I know some of you sent me some stuff and I know that it's there, but this morning I meant to go, but I slept. I was still wore out. So when I got up, it was after 12. And they're only open till 12 or 11. I'm not sure which, but anyway, I just have a letter I have to mail, and they have a box outside, So I'm just gonna go up there and drop that in the box, and then probably just go home. Can't think of anything else I gotta do. I'll go home and take one of these pills. Probably, I didn't look at them yet. Probably one a day, I guess, maybe. And hopefully clear up this infection. My swelling in my neck is sore if I touch it. I don't have any pain right now, but last night, this morning was pretty painful in my tooth. Now I don't have any pain, but that swelling in my neck is sore if I touch it. Painful. Always something, always something. Crazy week I had last week with my mom and going to the hospital, nursing home. We had to go Friday and sign the papers and all the rain we got, the flooding. But I didn't have any damage. I don't know how much water I got in the basement. I didn't ever even look. But I know that I tested my furnace yesterday. And it's working, so that's all I care about. So I want to thank everybody, all of you, for the prayers and thoughts and love that you've sent me, told me in the comments, all your prayers. It really gave me a boost. You know, everybody was so nice in the comments. Always, I seldom have any trolls, but I did have one bad comment in my video about Stewie. Somebody said, I'm tired of seeing this cat. And I usually don't reply, but I told him, well, I was in a bad mood that day. I told him, then go watch another channel, dumbass. But anyway, comments are always good, and I thank everybody. Like I said, it really gives me a boost to know that you're thinking of us and praying and supporting us. Me, my mother, Stewie. Stewie's doing pretty good. She was taking a snooze when I left. And, yeah, my poor mom, she's confused. I think, I still think it's, I know a lot of you said so in the comments too. It's some stupid medications. I don't know, I'll have to find out what she's taking. But I don't have really any say in anything. My brother takes care of all that and doesn't really tell me much what's going on. Unfortunately. It's not that we don't get along. He just doesn't seem to think I matter that much. Or something, I don't know. He doesn't really tell me all that much what's going on. I had a nice visit with my mom yesterday, though. We went outside, sat on their patio, probably 2 or 3 hours. We had an old friend of ours who used to live right next door to us. He's in the hospital, and his daughter, when we were little, we used to play together all the time. So they were there, and we had a nice visit. The weather was beautiful. My mom said she was outside this morning, but then they made her go in. They won't let her sit out there too long. I don't know why, but they did when it was really hot. They wouldn't let her go out. But it was a nice cool day today too. Mid-70s. Nice breeze. See how cloudy that is. It's really cloudy, but they really look nice. They don't look like it's going to rain. But it might, who knows. Okie dokie. I picked up a few things at Family Dollar yesterday, but I didn't do a grocery haul or anything. I just got a couple things of that salami, Bar S Gato salami. I think it was $1.50. Got a loaf of bread. And what else? Some junk food. I got some cookies. So it wasn't much. So I'm gonna drop this in the drop box here at the post office. And then I'm gonna head home. They have this box in the dumbest place. Because if anybody's here, like during the day, you can't get in to drop anything off. So anyway, I'm gonna head home. See, there's a big dark cloud right over towards my house. Who knows, it might rain. I hope not too much. Okay, everybody, take care and thanks for watching. Stay frosty. Dill out. Oh,
Radio line is set right on here.
I decided to come out here in the woods a little bit and fiddle around with my radio, my GMRS radio. I switched one out in the van here, the one that I have. In the van, I switched it out for a different radio. And I thought I'd come out and sit in the woods and do it. So now I'm heading back home. And I thought maybe you'd like to see a little scenery. I'm surprised that there's no washouts or any problems with this road after all the rain we had, but it's in good shape and it doesn't look like there was any damage to the roadway. There is a couple trees that I've seen that had to be cut out of the way, I guess. Must have fallen across the roadway. One of them's right up here, I think. Or did I pass it? No, it's right here. I'm looking to see if there's any good pieces of wood that I could grab, like little wedges or something that I could fiddle around with, but I don't see anything. It's a pine tree, so it's not good for firewood. Well, there's something up here on the road. I bet it's a grouse. Maybe it's nothing. Oh, I don't know what it is. What is it? No. It was just that bush. It looked like it was something standing in the middle of the roadway. Like a grouse, but it was just a bunch of dried up leaves. So this road's in pretty good shape. Like right here, this bridge. And the water's back down to normal. A lot of times this road gets some flooding, but it doesn't appear to have had any. Boy, I put a lot of miles on this road when I was younger on dirt bikes. This was like the main way to go anywhere you wanted to go. Once you go the other way, it splits off and you can go to Kersey, all different places. I don't get out this way much anymore, as much as I'd like to anyway. It's a beautiful road. Beautiful scenery. Lots of wild game, deer and turkey. Might see a bear once in a while. This might have washed out right here. I'm not sure. If it did, they fixed it in a hurry. A lot of runoff from the hillside I can see where there might have been some damage. Otherwise, it's pretty good. Off to the left here is a pretty steep drop off. You don't want to go off of that edge. You go about 100 feet straight down. Well, I only sat out there for about a half an hour. I had to change out antennas and stuff on the radio. I didn't hear any Bigfoot haulers or I didn't hear any Bigfoot or chupacabras. I think I might have heard the Mothman, but I'm not sure. I saw something go flying over the van. It was pretty big. It might have been the Mothman. There's a tree down there that broke off. There's a spring up here. I think I told you about before. We used to come up and get water up here from this spring. It's right there on the right. That thing's been there since I was a little kid. Of course, I don't know if I'd drink straight out of it now. I'd probably want to run it through a filter. The way things are today. There's a farm right up above on the hill. So I don't think I'd want to drink straight out of it without running it through a filter. I don't think there's many places in the United States where you can have safe drinking water.